Hey everyone, welcome back to another video where I vlog my traveling experience in Japan. I traveled to various locations to explore the different parts of Japan. So first off, I went to Tokyo, and then to Osaka, and then to Kyoto. In this vlog, I will share the places that I've been to and just overall the highlights of my trip. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's get into the vlog. So we first arrived in Asakusa City, Tokyo, and we were just exploring for a little bit, and then we found this place called Taito Kami Narimon, which is a big entrance gate that actually leads to this place called Sensoji. And what this place is famous for is actually their temple. So these are the pictures from the temple. So next, we actually went to the Tsukiji market, which is known as Japan's food town. In this place, you can encounter all kinds of traditional Japanese food. It is a mixture of wholesale and retail shops, along with numerous restaurants. This place is also famous for its sashimi sushi, which is Japan's most famous seafood. And also you have the tamago, which is actually layers of rolled omelette, and it was very soft and fluffy on the inside, and I definitely recommend you guys to try this out. And then we went to get inari sushi, which is actually sushi rice stuffed inside seasoned deep fried tofu pockets, and so they also put like some toppings on top to make it look more presentable and also taste better. Next, we went to the Yoyogi Dog Park, which is actually a park that has a lot of dogs, and also they sell dog products such as like treats and also dog accessories, so you can get like some clothing or some dog necessities. This is the overview of the park. So next we went to the Shibuya crossing, which is actually the world famous and iconic intersection in Shibuya, Tokyo. So this place is actually famous for being the busiest crossing street in Japan. So next we headed to the Ginza Muji flagship store, where they had a small Muji exhibition which is called Atelier Muji, and it is actually a art space and a temporary exhibition, so you can actually go there, grab a drink and have a look. It's my last day in Tokyo, so tomorrow we'll be going to Osaka and we'll be taking the Shinkansen train. So we went to the Chuo Osaka Nipponbashi market, and we went to try some takoyaki as well as yakisoba and okonomiyaki, which is fried Japanese pancake. So then we went to Shinsai Bashi Suji, which is a shopping street in Osaka featuring a wide range of high-end shops from fashion, cosmetics, and retail therapy stores. So the next day we took a train to Nara, and when we arrived at the station, there's actually a place for you to collect stamps as like a souvenir, and this is actually available in every train station in Japan. So we went to the Nara Deer Park, and there are over 1,000 deers, and they have become a symbol of the city and have even been designated as a natural treasure. So deer crackers are actually for sale around the park, and some of the deers have actually learned to bow to the visitors if they want to be fed. And surprisingly, although deers are actually very tamed, they can actually be aggressive if they think that you will feed them, so just make sure not to tease them with the food or get too overexcited. Kyoto Daiji Temple, which is actually a famous temple in Japan, and it's actually also a historical landmark and also serves both as a place of prayer for peace and affluence on earth. So after that, we headed back to the Shin Osaka station and continued to collect more stamps before heading back to our hotel. So the next day, we actually went to the Arashiyama Park. It is in the far west of Kyoto, tucked along the base of Arashiyama Mountains, meaning Storm Mountains. It is a fair distance from the center of Kyoto, so whether you go there by train, bus, bicycle, or taxi, you're generally looking at about a 30-minute trip, but still it's actually really worth it because of the number of great sights there. So we went to get some lunch first at this really traditional Japanese restaurant, and this is actually the view from the restaurant. So after that, we headed to the bamboo forest, which is actually the highlight of this place, and it is actually a very famous bamboo grove because all these bamboo trees grow in abundance, and a lot of it has been preserved for many years and is known to be one of Kyoto's top sites. So the next day we went to rent kimonos, which is actually the traditional dress of Japan, and they're actually made of silk and have large sleeves that reach from the shoulders all the way down to the heels and tied with a wide belt called an obi. So I really recommend you guys to try renting these kimonos because the service is really good and they actually do your hair for you and everything, especially for girls. I think it is really worth it. The next day we took a train to Miyama, which is actually a small rural village. It is known for its collection of 39 well-preserved thatch roof farmhouses. So most of these buildings actually survived from the mid-19th century, and the village has been designated as an important preservation district for groups of historic buildings. So when you go to this place, you basically feel like it is a very nostalgic landscape because it is like you've been slipped back into a distant era of Japan's history. Our beach, and this is the outside. So basically there's this little sitting area, and you can actually have like barbecue here. So you have all the equipment here for you. This is the tree banks, and the roof is all made actually lay out this extra bed and you can put it on the floor and you can sleep on the floor here. And here is the view from this side of the room. Again, the mountains. Oh, and there's a sakura tree there. So, yeah. And this is the other room. So this trip was actually a yoga retreat organized by the Suya Yoga And actually this was a workshop that was organized by Vishriya Yoga, and this lady, who her name I think is Rui 老师. So basically she was giving a workshop and she was helping me to do a handstand. Basically the entire workshop was about building your upper body strength and doing these inversions. It actually helps you to build your upper body strength and to do better in yoga. In the end, I managed to do the handstand, although the teacher was actually holding my legs. During the trip, we actually had some time to explore the area on our own, so here are some pictures. After the retreat, we actually went back to Osaka City and went to the Osaka Castle. So this castle has actually been around for many years and actually is the largest castle in Japan. It is a magnificent structure used by the Toyotomi as a military stronghold to wage war against rebellious feudal lords in far-flung provinces. This place is a historical landmark in Osaka because it has been rebuilt many times over the years due to ongoing wars, and until today it is still standing and one of the most magnificent places to visit in Osaka. This is the end of today's video. I really enjoyed traveling to Japan and learning about their cultures, traditions, as well as exploring the unique parts of this country. If you made it to the end of the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed my content.